Good morning. I am Dr. Ann Sanders, Chair of the Faculty Senate. I declare on behalf of the faculty that the Gordon State College Spring 2026 commencement is open.
Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. On behalf of the graduating students, and as the incoming Student Government Association president for this upcoming fall, it is such an honor to welcome you all this morning to the Spring of 2026 commencement. Today represents much more than earning a degree. It represents resilience, growth, sacrifice, and the determination that brought every person in this room to this moment. Each of us arrived here by a different path. Some journeys were smooth, while others came with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected turns. Some of us balance work, family, responsibilities, and uncertainty while continuing to move forward. But that is what connects us all, that we kept going. As I look around this room, I see so many stories, some visible, some quiet, but they're all important. I see persistence, I see growth, I see people who continue showing up even when it wasn't easy. That's what makes today so powerful. We're not just celebrating academic achievement. We're celebrating everything that took to get here. The late nights, the early mornings, the moments of doubt, and the moment we surprise ourselves by continuing anyway. Standing here today reminds me that every step of the journey matters, even the difficult or uncertain ones. In my future role as SGA president, I look forward to continuing to serve the student body that has taught me so much about strength, perseverance, and community. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Good morning. I am Dr. Joanne Artavini. I'm your Provost and Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs. Before we get this ceremony started, I ask that will the faculty please rise. Turn and look and see the result of your hard work. Because of you, this is the largest graduating class in over a decade. Your hard work has resulted in a 17% increase from spring graduation last year. Join me, graduates, in thanking these people's hard work. And you may be seated, you've earned it. Now, students, take a second and soak it in. I tried to get you all excited out there and the look of fear on your faces, knowing that bills are soon to come. But look around you. Look and see all the people that are here to celebrate you. Yes, and we want to hear the woos and the hollering here at Gordon State. We don't ask you to wait until all the names are read and don't applaud. Applaud. It's hard work and it deserves recognition. As you listen to our esteemed speakers, please remember your days here at Gordon. You will cherish them. Graduates, you are blessed. For every one of you graduating today, there are many who have not had the privilege of education, Approximately 70% of the U.S. population have graduated from college, and only 7% globally. You are now part of the privileged. You have accomplished a tremendous goal, so today we celebrate your success. Please allow me the opportunity to introduce the following wonderful people behind me on this stage. Our president, Dr. Don Green. Dr. Uzell Williams, Assistant Vice President of Finance and Administration. Dr. Charles Smith, Dean of the School of Business and Professional Studies. Dr. Julie Little, Chair of the Department of Education. Dr. Samantha Bishop, Interim Dean of the School of Nursing, Health, and STEM. Mr. Tyler J. Smith, City of Thomaston Economics Department Director. Development Director. Dr. Ann Sanders, Chair of the Gordon State College Faculty Senate. Now please join me in welcoming to the podium President Green.
Good morning, everyone. I've always wanted to do this. With a 17% increase in the number of graduates from last year, I was really seriously concerned about Michael, our bagpiper, that he might pass out. Can you all give him a hand? Good morning. Welcome to spring commencement. I would like to start by recognizing our present and former foundation and alumni board members attending today. These people work tirelessly to advance Gordon State, and we appreciate it. Will all our board members rise? Please give them a hand. We are also so blessed to live in a democratic society. I would ask all elected officials and those pursuing public office to please stand and be recognized. Today we have some additional special guests. The leadership of Alpha Phi Alpha and Alpha Kappa Alpha, the first fraternity and sorority to be chartered here on the Gordon State campus, have joined us to celebrate their members who are graduating. Will you please stand so that we can give you a hand? Next, I would like to thank our faculty and staff who work tirelessly to see our students graduate. If you work here at Gordon State, please stand as you are able, and folks, please give them a hand. Thank you, guys. Thank you, faculty. Love you all. Graduates, you did it. You completed your college degree. Achieving a degree is a game changer in life. It affects your career and earning potential. Education enlarges your perspective, and it nurtures family trees for generations. To all of you who are here in the audience, please give these graduates your applause. Are you feeling the love? Are you? All right. I told you, don't be nervous. Take it all in. Enjoy it, right? Have fun. Graduates, you've achieved a milestone, but few of you did it alone. There are people today who are here who helped you complete your degree. Parents, spouses, teachers, staff, and professors who've poured into you. So right now, graduates, I want you to stand, look amongst the crowd, find those people who supported you, and I want you to give them a wave and say thank you. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, a college degree is valuable. College degree recipients are more likely to donate to charities, remain married, own their own home, own a vacation home, start a nonprofit, start a successful business, remain employed during economic downturns, raise children who are more likely to graduate from college, and degree recipients live longer. The total difference in earnings between the average high school graduate and the average college degree recipient, when you include salary, benefits, and retirement, is $1.4 million over a lifetime. But like anything else worth having, a degree takes work. You, our graduates, lost my place. Our graduates have spent late nights reading, writing, and doing homework, honing your skills in communication, logic, mathematics, and the sciences. These talents will pay off. And for some students, they've already begun. They have represented Gordon State with some big successes. Allow me to tell you about 3 students with big wins. Gordon State has a proud tradition of undergraduate research. Students completing our research symposium go on to doctoral programs in research science and human and veterinary medicine. This year's winner for our undergraduate research symposium is Caleb Terry, who created a robotic fruit picker. Caleb will be moving on to the University of Georgia to study computer science. I want to give my thanks to Dr. Corey Newton, who organizes the symposium, and Dr. Andy Osborne, who coached Caleb. Can both of you stand up, please? Gordon has started competing across the university system of Georgia in 2 other disciplines. Maxie Peacock was a semifinalist in the University System of Georgia's debate contest, and Gordon State had the highest performance of any state college. Thank you to Dr. Eric McCarthy for coaching that team. Eric, will you stand up, please? Finally, Danielle Gibson was the winner of Gordon State's first Shark Tank competition in entrepreneurship. She went on to compete against the rest of the institutions of the University System of Georgia and took 3rd place with her antimicrobial copper electroplating kit. Thank you again to Dr. Andy Osborne for coaching Danny, and to Drs. Ryron Traylor and Charles Smith for organizing our entrepreneurship program. Ryron and Charles, can you stand up, please? Oh, there you go. Not every student takes the same course to and through a degree. I want to highlight 3 Gordon students graduating today, each taking their unique pathway. These students didn't start in the same location, but they have all persevered in their goals. They are highlighted because they represent the wide variety of students who attend and graduate from Gordon State each year. Their passion has allowed them to come out as degree recipients, ready for the next opportunity in their life. To all of our graduates, each of you, like them, has a story, and every story is special. Our first student graduated from Pike County High School and began a 13-year active duty U.S. Army career. The Army awarded him the General Patton Award for Leadership, the Meritorious Service Medal, 5 Army Commendation Medals, and 8 Army Achievement Medals. He served in Operation Iraqi Freedom, sustaining injuries that resulted in multiple surgeries and a medical retirement. Since Gordon State holds the Silver Military Friendly School status with the Department of Defense, Gordon made a good fit for this wounded warrior. This student has launched several entrepreneurial ventures, and he also participated in Gordon State's first ever entrepreneurship competition. He plans to start a new venture in boat rentals for vacationers, a business he will launch after this commencement. He is a Scholastic Honor graduate, is active in Gordon State's Student, Veteran, and Adult Learner Association and Student Veterans of America. And he was inducted into Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society for high academic achievement. Ashley Travis, GSC's Adult Learner Coordinator, said of this student, "He has shown great fortitude as a student and local businessman. We are proud to see him transform his dreams into reality." The student praises his advisor, Dr. Brenda Johnson, as the most helpful person at Gordon State, who was instrumental in his completing his degree. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please give a hand for Caleb Manley? Our next student grew up in Florida and went right off to college after high school. After completing a full 3 semesters, she became pregnant at 19 years old. Finishing up the fall semester, she left college to focus on being a great mother. She told me, "I convinced myself that college would interfere with being a mom." Many years went by. She got married and continued to be a great mother. But something was missing. She said, "Working long hours but not being able to enjoy the fruits of my labor was starting to get to me." The family relocated from Florida to Hampton, Georgia, where she started working as a paraprofessional in the local school. She just knew she had to go back to college to pursue her dream. 2 young ladies at Kemp Elementary School persuaded her to attend Gordon State. And as she says, "Here I sit, 34 years old, a first-generation graduate and a school teacher, and an even more proud and exceptional mother." The road wasn't easy, but it was rewarding. This student is now enrolled in a master's program and will walk at another graduation in July of 2027. She says, "I couldn't have got through this journey alone. And for that, I'd like to thank my village. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. Without Him, I am truly nothing. To my husband, thank you for supporting my decision. To my daughter, thank you for always being Mommy's #1 cheerleader. To the rest of the Patterson family, thank you for always being one phone call away for a pep talk. And to Dr. Julie Little and the rest of the education faculty, thank you for your support." Ladies and gentlemen, please help me celebrate Victoria Cardy. Our last student started his education at Georgia Southern. Driving back each weekend, he worked in the family business, Jones Outdoor Solutions. where he balanced school with work in landscaping, grading, and cattle farming. On one of those long 3-hour drives, he realized there was a better alternative here at Gordon State. We are glad he did. As an honors business graduate, he maintained a 3.9 GPA. Dr. Pratibha Yoshi-Beck says he has performed extraordinarily well in upper-level economics courses, consistently showing diligence in assignments and classwork. His strong academic performance reflects a serious commitment to excellence. In our conversation, this student remarked about how great the faculty were and how he appreciated their dedication. Now he is preparing for an exciting future in aviation. After this graduation, he will attain his private pilot's license and will begin working toward becoming a commercial airline pilot with hopes of one day joining Delta Airlines. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me celebrate John Jones.
In the spirit of acknowledgement, I would like to acknowledge our faculty who have completed their doctorates. Dr. Valerie Calhoun, please rise. Dr. Ryron Traylor, please rise. Dr. Ashley Fuller, please rise. Dr. James Reeves, please rise. You are now part of the Funny Hat Society. Gordon State College may confer at its discretion the title of Emeriti or Emeritus on any member of the faculty with 10 or more years of honorable and distinguished service. Based on the recommendation from the faculty, it is an honor to recognize Dr. Jeff Clement for his 14 years of outstanding service at Gordon State College. Dr. Clement joined Gordon State College in 2011, bringing with him 16 years of experience from Abraham Baldwin College. Known for his passion for teaching and dedication for students and mentorship, he has inspired countless students and future educators. While teaching full-time, he earned his Doctorate of Education degree in 2017, exemplifying the commitment of both learning and leadership and the spirit of a Highlander. Although Dr. Clement cannot join us today, he is retired. He's doing retirement correctly. He's in Brazil. We still honor his contribution, and we are now privileged of honoring him with the title of Professor Emeritus of Mathematics. Congratulations, Dr. Clement. And now I welcome to the stage Miss Joanna Blunt. She will be introducing our alumni speaker.
Taylor J. Smith, a native of Thomaston, has been serving as the Economic Development Director for his hometown since June of 2021. After volunteering with the local Thomaston Main Street program in high school, he found his passions lied in the ability to impact people's lives through positive change and growth. Upon graduating high school, Mr. Smith attended Gordon State College and worked in the private sector for several years. He returned to school in 2015 and earned a BBA in Management and Marketing from the University of West Georgia in 2018. In 2021, he completed his Master's in Public Administration, MPA, from his alma mater, West Georgia. After serving with the Department of Planning and Urban Development in Monroe, Louisiana, Mr. Smith had the opportunity to return to Thomaston and serve the community that served him throughout his youth. In his capacity, he directs the Thomaston Main Street program, Downtown Development Authority, Historic Preservation Commission, and all City of Thomaston events. Mr. Smith serves on the Georgia Downtown Association Board of Directors, Southern Crescent Technical College Board of Directors, Georgia Municipal Association Legislative Policy Council, and was a 2024 Georgia Forward Young Game Changer. Mr. Smith was recently honored as the recipient of the Young Alumnus Award at the 2026 Heart for Gordon Gala. He currently resides in Thomaston with his wife, Jennifer, and their 5-month-old son, Emery. I present to you Mr. Taylor Smith.
Good morning. I told Dr. Green I think this may be the biggest crowd I've ever spoken in front of, but that means it's going to be wonderful, right? This is going to be a phenomenal speech. Congratulations to all of you. This is a tremendous honor. My name is Taylor Smith, and I'm the Economic Development Director for the City of Thomaston, Georgia. I would like to thank President Green, the Gordon State Board of Trustees, and the entire Gordon staff and faculty for this tremendous honor of being your Spring 2026 commencement speaker. Looking back 15 years to my first day at Gordon, I never could have imagined the impact that my time here would have on the man I am today. As a first-generation college student, I've witnessed firsthand the power that educational attainment can have on your personal and your professional success. However, I've also realized that there is one thing more important than the piece of paper that you will leave here with today. In the fall of 2011, I sat in the academic building with Professor Jeff White, and I learned all about health and wellness. During one class, Professor White shared a quote that has carried with me for the past 15 years. I went home, I printed it, I framed it, and I hung it in my room. It has traveled with me as my life has transitioned from Barnesville to Carrollton, from Carrollton to Monroe, Louisiana, and from Monroe back home to Thomaston. I want to share this quote with you from Charles Swindoll, and I hope that it impacts you the same way that it has me. It reads, "The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It's more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failure, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string that we have, and that is attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. At first, this idea can feel a little uncomfortable because it suggests something powerful and a little intimidating, that we are responsible for how we experience our lives. Think about your time here at Gordon. Not everything went according to plan. There were missed opportunities, unexpected setbacks, moments where things felt unfair or overwhelming. You didn't get to choose all of those circumstances, but you did choose again and again how to respond. You chose to keep going when things got hard. You chose to show up on the days you didn't feel ready. You chose to adapt, to learn, and to grow. And that's what has gotten you here. This message reminds us that attitude is more important than facts, more important than the past, and more important than what others think, say, or do. That doesn't mean those things don't matter, but it means that they don't define who you are and what you are capable of. Because here's the truth. You are walking into a world that is unpredictable. Some of you have plans neatly mapped out. Others are still trying to figure things out, and the majority of you are somewhere in between. There will be moments when things do not go your way. There will be doors that don't open. There will be days when you question everything. And in those moments, you'll be faced with the one thing you can control: attitude. Not blind optimism, not pretending everything is perfect, but the decision to respond with resilience instead of defeat, with curiosity instead of fear, with determination instead of doubt. Your attitude will shape how you handle failure. It will shape how you treat people. It will shape whether you see obstacles as endings or new beginnings. And maybe most importantly, it will shape who you become. Because success isn't built just on talent or intelligence or opportunity. It's built on mindset, on the willingness to keep going, to keep learning, to keep believing that something better is possible, even when it's not guaranteed. So as you leave this place with your degree in hand and your futures ahead of you, remember this: you won't control everything that happens to you, but you will always control how you respond to it. That is your one string. Play it with courage, play it with integrity, play it with purpose. Because in the end, life isn't defined by what happens to us. It's defined by what we choose to do with it. Congratulations, class of 2026. The world is waiting not for perfection, but for your attitude. Thank you.
It is tradition at Gordon State College that each commencement or graduating Highlander is asked to speak on behalf of their class. Joanna Blunt is graduating today with an Associates of Arts degree. Fun fact about Joanna: she was adopted by a very loving family. Her parents, Laurel and David, are here today. You have done very well, Mom and Dad. She is a well-rounded Highlander. She is a musician, an artist, and even comfortable on the farm where she was raised. Her goal is to complete a bachelor's degree in secondary education and become a professor of English. Joanna has recently experienced a loss, but she did not let that derail her from being here today. When a hero did not come, a hero Joanna became. It's my honor to bring back to the stage graduate Miss Joanna Blunt.
Hello, everyone. I am honored to be here with you all on a special day. My name is Joanna Blunt, and I am a student who has been at Gordon for 4 years after being homeschooled since kindergarten or pre-K. I would like to begin by saying thank you to everyone who has propelled me in my journey. The first person on that list is Dr. Doug Davis, the very first professor I had. I learned a lot about his love for science fiction over the 3 years I got to spend in his classes. Unfortunately, he passed away about a year ago, but I'm working hard to keep his spirit alive by honoring him through my actions. I also want to say thank you to Dr. Richard Smoody for my astronomy professor, because he took precautions to make sure that I always got back to my car safely when it was late at night for his astronomy classes. And thank you, Dr. David Jansen, for spending so many office hours giving me support and guidance. I hadn't even taken any of your classes, but you still took the time to teach me what's most important. And thank you, Dr. Anna Higgins-Harrell, for giving me so much grace during my personal hardship. I also want to add a special thank you to my supervisor, Hoba Duke, for the time I've gotten to work in the Student Success Center on campus with her. Now, I have some wisdom I would like to share here today as we all take our next big step. Something interesting about our modern age is that many things have become instant. Really, just one tap or swipe on a screen and you'll see what I mean, but not everything can be instant. As students, we have all encountered a challenge that required us to grow, but growth doesn't happen instantly. Growth is a process, and we have to be persistent, even when it feels like we haven't really gotten anywhere. Every step we make is important, so even when we get discouraged, we have to keep moving forward, one step at a time. That is growth, and we will continue to grow even after commencement. And that's an important lesson to take as we exit here today. And I would like to end my speech with one last thank you, because I want each of you who has made it this far to say thank you to yourself. Thank you for all the time you have given yourself. Thank you for all the hard work you have done. And thank you for getting back up every time you've gotten knocked down. And thank you for making it to commencement today.
Many institutions recognize students who have achieved particularly high academic records with traditional Latin distinctions of cum laude, which means with praise and honor, magna cum laude, which means with great praise and honors, and summa cum laude, which means with highest praise and honors. At Gordon State College, we recognize students who have achieved at least a 3.5 overall grade point average, which is comprised of all work completed at the college level, both here and at previous institutions. Using this overall grade point average, we recognize students with these 3 levels of distinction. Students who have earned a grade point average of 3.9 or higher are recognized in our program with summa cum laude distinctions. Will the candidates who have earned the distinction of summa cum laude please rise to be recognized? You may be seated. Students who have earned a grade point average of 3.8 to 3.89 are recognized with magna cum laude distinctions. Will the candidates who have earned distinction of magna cum laude please rise to be recognized? You may be seated. Will the students who have earned a GPA between 3.5 and 3.79 are recognized with cum laude distinctions? Will those candidates who've earned the honors of cum laude please rise to be recognized? You may be seated. Our graduates have achieved other additional and numerous additional honors, including members of the Gordon State College Honor Program, disciplinary honor societies, and veteran distinctions. These additional honors are described in the programs and are designated in the insignia worn by our graduates today. Will all graduates with any of these additional honors please rise? You may be seated. Will students who are the first in their family to graduate college please rise? Again, this is a huge day for you all because, as Dr. Green says, college not only changes lives, it changes family trees. So please join me in celebrating these families one more time. As your provost and first-generation college graduate myself, it is my honor to present the candidates for graduation. I will start with those who are receiving the associate's degree. When I call the specific degree and program of study, please rise and remain standing. Will the candidates seeking the Associates of Arts in Psychology please rise? The Associates of Art in Theater please rise. The Associates of Arts in Visual Arts please rise. The Associate of Arts General please rise. The Associates of Science in Business Administration please rise. The Associates of Science in Criminal Justice please rise. The Associates of Science in Engineering please rise. The Associates of Science in Information Technology please rise. The Associates of Science General please rise. President Green, please join me at the podium as we confer the degrees. I am honored to present the candidates for the Associates of Arts and the Associates of Science degrees. Based on the hard work of these candidates, they have completed all requirements for the aforementioned degrees. Therefore, upon the recommendation of the faculty and in my role as your provost, I present the candidates to you for conferring of their degrees.
By the authority vested in the Regents of the University System of Georgia, which is bestowed to the Chancellor and delegated to me as President of Gordon State College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and provost, I hereby confer on each of you the degrees appropriate to your area with all the rights, responsibilities, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining this 15th day of May, 2026.
You may be seated. Now let's get ready to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Candidates, when I call your specific degree and program of study, please rise and remain standing. Will those candidates seeking the Bachelor's of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies please rise? The Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Human Services please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Management and Administration please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Organizational Leadership please rise. The Bachelor's of Arts in English please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Special Education please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Secondary Education please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Biology please rise. The Bachelor's of Health and Wellness please rise. The Bachelor's of Science in Health Sciences please rise. And the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing please rise. President Green, I am honored to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Based on the hard work of these candidates, they have completed all requirements for the aforementioned degrees. Therefore, upon recommendation of the faculty and in my role as your provost, I present these candidates to you for conferring of their degrees.
By the authority vested in the Regents of the University System of Georgia, which is bestowed to the Chancellor and delegated to me as President of Gordon State College, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and provost, I hereby confer on each of you the bachelor's degrees appropriate to your area with all the rights, responsibilities, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining this 15th day of May 2026. Congratulations.
You may be seated. The president will now be presenting our graduates with their degrees. He will be assisted by the deans of each school and the dean of students.
The following students are receiving the Associate of Arts in Psychology degree. Taylor Cameron Addis. Zipporah A. Cheeley. Hannah Dockery, cum laude. Taylor Hope Harbin, summa cum laude. Madeline Jane Hunley, summa cum laude. Shania Brianna Jackson. Seth Matthew Prisk. Kirsten Deshawn Smith. The following students are receiving the Associate of Arts in Theater degree. Andrew J. Johns, cum laude. The following students are receiving the Associate of Arts degree. Arlethea Darnice Ali. Shakaila Barrow. Ashton Caleb Brown. Dorothy Vanessa Dalton, summa cum laude. Jessica Deanna Daniels. James Patrick Doherty, cum laude. Giovanni Antonio Elam, summa cum laude. Ansley Louise Ellington, cum laude. Amaris Hobson Ferris. Donovan Hand. Donnie Earl Henry III. Katie Grace Lemons. Jayla Elise Luke. Victoria Ann Mason. Braylee Lee Mitchell, magna cum laude. Sarah Ashton Moon, summa cum laude. Jolie Moore. Kate Reese Morgan, cum laude. Stephanie Octavia Moses. Courtney Amijah Mura. Oluwasetan A. Oke, cum laude. Tamika Owens. Michaela Ann Mameajua Somua. Amaya Samor Piercy. Lisbeth Carolina Vilches. Joanna May Blunt. The following students are receiving the Associate of Science in Business Administration degree. Marissa Grace Adams. Avery Reese Beverly, cum laude. Kimora Marie Buckner. Abriana Monet Cook, cum laude. Giovanni Michael Equebla. Jaquan Hakeem Gwynn. Christopher Rosser Jackson. Makai Jones. Michaela Melissa Lattimore. Aminat Ayaba Lawal. Alec Timothy Moon. Congratulations. Quintarius Xavier Smith. Cherish Stone. Erica Robinson. Layla Janae Walker. Caden A. Williams, cum laude. Faith Abigail Wilson. The following students are receiving the Associate of Science in Criminal Justice degree. Sergio Galarza. Haley Miranda Garcia. Delaney Brooke Norman, summa cum laude. Tiani Ari Wright. Jaleel Dior McKinney. The following students are receiving the Associate of Science in Engineering degree. Jackson Cole Banks, cum laude. Alexis Vance Herrick. Jason Hewitt Jones, Jr., magna cum laude. Jeremy S. Larry. Sean Leitner. Willie Thornton III. Brendan Miles Weaver, summa cum laude. The following students are receiving the Associate of Science in Information Technology degree. Jaden Atcherson. Jeremy James Cooper, summa cum laude. Emily Gabriela Flores, cum laude. Andrew Patrick Green, summa cum laude. Corinthian Lawan Jackson. Isaac O'Neill. Kari Lamitria Roberson. Javian Lamont Whitley. The following students are receiving the Associate of Science degree. Ebony J. Beasley. Abigail Faith Berry. Aisha Keandria Cray. Yasmina Layla Aisha Jabrela. Vanshun Green. Madison Marie Anajua Samoa. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies degree. Amani Shakira Arif. Terrell Q. Bird. Logan Chase Fagan. Jacob Thomas Jordan, summa cum laude. Lindsay Peavy. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice degree. Courtney Drake Norsworthy. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Human Services degree. Jaleesa Ash. Bailey Batiste. Anna Sophia Coggin, cum laude. Dwight Neal Cook, Jr. Taylor Felicia. Keisha Kanice Hall. Asia Nicole Herndon, magna cum laude. Cameron J. Ledford, cum laude. Deanna Rachel Mercier. Jacqueline Danielle Reddy. Kylie Seitz, magna cum laude. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Management and Administration degree. David Aponte. Elijah Blake Beasley. Elizabeth Nicole Bittner. Lainey Bray. Allie Lynn Carter, cum laude. Kiara Colado, summa cum laude. Giovanni Cordero. Lakaya Denasia Dunnan. Charlie Michael Harper. Jasmine Elena Hart, cum laude. John Colin Jones, magna cum laude. Grady Allen Kilgore, magna cum laude. Timothy Caleb Manley, summa cum laude. Kennedy Ari Martin. Jalen Romero, magna cum laude. Kendall Alexander Scott White. Mackay Francis Stevens. Trisha Wheeler. Corey Douglas Phillips Worthy.
The following student is receiving the Bachelor of Arts in English degree, Mandolin Louise Moore. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Elementary Special Education degree, Alexa Allen, summa cum laude. Marianne Milling Anderson. Christopher Matthew Armistead, summa cum laude. Bailey Ann Barrett, summa cum laude. Caitlin Ann Bazemore, summa cum laude. Lauren Grace Brown, cum laude. Taylor Jewel Brown, cum laude. Alexis Kristen Buchanan. Alyssa Jane Carpenter, summa cum laude. Victoria Avanice Carty, magna cum laude. Tabitha Nicole Coleman, magna cum laude. Courtney Phillips Dean, cum laude. Janice Joy Durand. Marissa Emanuel. Alyssa Marie Epps. Haley Fisher. Magdalene Mary Frank Seals, summa cum laude. And she says happy birthday to her mother. Bailey Ann Gardner, cum laude. Jessie Nicole Garner. Grayson Gaylord. Denise Lynn Gill. Jennifer Francelle Greer, cum laude. Tyler Andrew Hayes. Stephanie Faith Hendricks. Desiree Nicole Herring, cum laude. Kayla Horn, summa cum laude. Abigail Morgan Hoy. Jennifer Lauren Hudson. Desmayana L. Ivy Richardson. Azaria Tanaya Josie, cum laude. Tamaya Renee Kaiser. Sydney Marie Lanier. Clinton Levon, cum laude. Ashley Lee. Jalexis Oglesby Lee. Anna Phillips Livingston. Chelsea Caitlin Logan, cum laude. Quinietta Paulina Martin, cum laude. Shamika McLean, cum laude. Harley Madison McCoy. Asia Asandra Murphy. Madison Claire Murphy, magna cum laude. Krista Lynn Murray, summa cum laude. Michaela Faith Neal, magna cum laude. Reba May Parton. Katie Quick, cum laude. Macy Brooke Ridgway. Rochelle A. Ritter. Elizabeth Blavelt Robertson, cum laude. Leslie B. Roddy, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Lynn Rowe. Zachary Scott. Jessica Leanne Stevens. Kenya Rashida Smith. Ashley Brooke Thomas, summa cum laude. Brianna Michaela Thomas. Amy Elizabeth Thompson. Opeyemi Elizabeth Toriola. Zoe Elaine Torres, magna cum laude. Paris Wallace. Jonna Grace Ward, summa cum laude. Rodney James Westbrook Watson, magna cum laude. Heather Renee Weaver, summa cum laude. Centria White. Arden Riley Wilder, cum laude. Sandy Giovanni Wooten. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education degree. James Gavin Burford, cum laude. Courtney Lauren Huggins, summa cum laude. Carla Fonda Mack. Nicole Lachey Roach. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Biology degree. Courtney Ray Allison. Fabuni Suwan Boulevard. Lauren L. Dudley, cum laude. Alexis Brianne Gibson. Madison Lee Norrell. Kiera Alexis Oliver, magna cum laude. Savannah Nicole Porteous, cum laude. Jenna Brooke Powell. Taylor Caroline Preston, summa cum laude. Akira Walker. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness degree. McKenna Evelyn Cole, magna cum laude. Vanessa Skylar Evans, cum laude. Angelica Sophia Garcia, cum laude. Emma Grace Smith, cum laude. Hallie Marie Smith. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Alexandra Bartlett, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Bell, cum laude. Madison Breedlove. Emma Brunkhorst, cum laude. Eden Bice, cum laude. Deborah Lynette Castillo. Adriana Chapko, cum laude. Maya Clayman. Riley Chilton. Shanice Dejanelle Clark. Evelyn Cordero. Mary Lakeisha Crockett. Jalon Lee Kiera Curry. Jasmine Simone Dumas. Alexis Ford. Caitlin Gladden. Emma Irene Goodman. Jennifer Merck Green, cum laude. Richard Griffith. Zakira Olivia Hagens. Destiny Lou Harmon. Haley Lynn Hebert. Lauren S. Holcomb. Shakiria T. Hudson, cum laude. Felicia Johnson. Allie Brianne Jones. Uh-oh. Mia Grace Jones, cum laude. Haja Adama Kamara. Iman Elise Kendall. Brittany Yakira Lawson. Perla Lucero Lerma. Deshauna Jackson Lowry. Jada Cortland Maddox. Madison Sarah Mangum, cum laude. Savannah Brooke McDonald. Carlene Marie Moss. Hutron Non Win, cum laude. Alyssa Nichols. Elise Hannah Osterloo, magna cum laude. Serena Devi Prasad. JC Nicole Poole. Cheyenne Madison Quenneville, cum laude. Alyssa Kate Ryson, cum laude. Hannah Grace Relford, cum laude. Chloe Nicole Smith. Autumn Graceland Smith. Eve Stansel. Ronald Rashad Vaughn. Tara Elise Zachary.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gordy is the official mascot for Gordon State College, and our Gordy for the last 2 years has just graduated. Will he reveal himself? All right, this is a moment that we have all been waiting for. Will all the graduates please rise? There is a long-standing tradition in higher education where graduates move their tassel to the left side of their cap. All graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left. It is my honor, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Gordon State College, please join me in recognizing for the first time the spring graduates of the class of 2026 of Gordon State College.
Please remain standing for the alma mater and remain standing for the benediction. You will find the words for the alma mater on the last page of your program.
remember those who persevered with banners high through times of strife. Remember those who sacrifice and service earned our better lives. We'll always fight a wrong with right. We'll work to make our futures bright. Sing praise to Gordon State College, our gateway into knowledge, our commitment to diversity. Build scholars, leaders, community.
Please join me in welcoming to the podium Miss Sandy Wooten, a hero in her own right, a third-generation educator. She will be offering us the benediction. Miss Wooten.
Please bow your heads. As we stand at the threshold of new beginnings, let us pause for a moment of gratitude. Gracious God, we thank you for guiding us to this day. Thank you for every challenge that strengthened us, every lesson that shaped us, and every person who walked beside us on this journey. As we stepped forward into the world beyond these walls, we ask for your continued presence. Bless our paths with purpose. Fill our hearts with courage. Grant us wisdom to make choices that honor you and uplift others. May we carry the light of what we've learned both in the classroom and in life into every place you lead us. Let compassion be our language, integrity our foundation, and hope our constant companion. For our families, friends, mentors, and all who believed in us, we ask your blessing. For our classmates, now and forever connected by this moment, we ask your protection and peace. And Lord, as we begin this next chapter, remind us that we never walk alone. Go before us to guide us, beside us to strengthen us, and within us to give us peace. May your grace surround us, your love sustain us, and your purpose call us forward. In your holy name we pray, amen.
Guests, please remain at your seats until all graduates have exited the ceremonial site. You may join your graduates outside of the building. Graduates, please follow Dean Stackhouse with the recessional all the way through the front doors, where you will have an opportunity photos with the Stag and Gordy. Graduates, remember, once a Highlander, always a Highlander. So for the last time, H is up. H is up. Highlanders, forward. Now go conquer the world.
On behalf of the faculty, I declare Gordon State College Spring 2020 commencement over.
He gone.